Now circulatory system in case of frog, right? Obviously we have studied that frogs have a three-chambered heart. Three-chambered heart में two atria, one ventricle. Basics of circulation आपको पता है, right? You are doing circulation right now. You not reached there, I think so. But basics of circulation we know that deoxygenated blood from all the parts of the body through the pulmonary artery or vein, artery, right? Now it will come to the heart, right? Right atrium, ठीक है? वहाँ से वो rotate होगा, right? Right से जाएगा, then go to lungs, lungs से pulmonary veins के through it will come back to the left atrium, from the left ventricle, aorta back to the entire body. Double circulation है because blood is entering the heart two times. That's why it's called a double circulation. Now, how is the circulation and the structure of the heart different in case of this particular animal? Since the heart is a three-chambered structure here, two atria, one ventricle, right? Now, if we look at this structure here, we can see this is the right atrium. Please towards the board. This is the right atrium. The body, the blood is being received from 1, 2 and 3 structures. Can you see from body, right? So these are the vena cava. The upper two would be the superior vena cava. This would be the IVC, the inferior vena cava. Barabar na? Now, this you are seeing the heart from the front. So the front would be the ventral surface. So receiving is always on the dorsal surface here now.
Yes.
So when you look at the dorsal surface and try to connect these, ये दो superior vena cava है और ये inferior vena cava है. तो ये तीनों structure, superior दो और एक inferior, they make a triangular structure before entering the right atrium. This triangular structure is called as sinus venosus. ये देखो, दिख रहा है ये? So ये तुम्हारा superior vena cava, ये inferior. Can you see they are making this triangular structure here, which is called as sinus venosus. Sinus venosus will enter the right atrium. Sorry. हमारे में क्या होता है कि superior direct right atrium में जाता है, inferior direct जो है वो right atrium में जाता है. हमारे में कोई sinus venosus नहीं है अपने में, right? And we have valves to regulate the openings of the vena cava. You will be learning when you do the structure of the heart. You learn that also. Okay, how to have the valve of Fabaceus and coronary valves and all that. Those are there. So these first will form a superior vena cava. So यहाँ पर sinus venosus से right atrium में आ गया. Everybody say what is sinus venosus, please? Yes, sinus venosus is a structure formed by the three vena cava. ठीक है? तो अब यहाँ पे right atrium में आ गया. Right atrium से नीचे ventricle में. You will not say right ventricle because it's only ventricle. Okay. Now from the lungs, can you see coming in the left atrium here now?
Yes.
And coming back into the ventricle. So ventricle में you have mixing of both oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Right? So उनको कभी oxygenated blood मिलेगा ही नहीं. That's why they're cold-blooded, ना? So अब now this blood, mixed blood, will start its journey up. Humans में क्या होता है? Left ventricle से aorta निकलता है. But यहाँ पर जो structure निकल रहा है, that is called as conus arteriosus. It's not an aorta. Conus arteriosus, which will supply blood to the body and to the lungs also. Right? So what is going is mixed blood now. I'm sorry. ये देखो. This is the ventricle structure, and what is arising from here is called as the conus arteriosus. The vascular system of frog is well developed, closed type. Cockroach में we have learned the open type circulation. Right? What is the body cavity of cockroach called as? Hemocoel. We have learned that hemocoel के 3 parts थे. Right ना? कौन से थे? Perineural sinus, pericardiac sinus and perivisceral sinus. Okay. Frogs heart है, blood vessels है, blood है. Frogs also have a lymphatic system made up of lymph channels and lymph nodes. Right? Lymph, you know, is interstitial fluid. राइट. अपना ब्लड जो आर्टरीज में जाता है, फ्रॉम देयर टू आर्टेरियोल्स एंड देन टू कैपिलरीज. सो वी हैव डिफरेंट कैपिलरी बेड्स एवरीवेयर. एक्सचेंज विद द टिश्यू इज बाय कैपिलरीज ओनली, क्योंकि कैपिलरीज में सिर्फ स्क्वामस एपिथेलियम होगा. सो वो परमिएबल रहेगा, उसके थ्रू एक्सचेंज हो सकता है. तो ये जो एक्सचेंज होता है उसमें थोड़ा सा प्लाज्मा लीक हो जाता है टिश्यूज के अंदर. सो देयर इज लीकेज ऑफ द प्लाज्मा. सो एट ऑल द कैपिलरी बेड्स देयर इज सम अमाउंट ऑफ लीकेज एंड द ब्लड रिटर्न्स बैक टू द हार्ट. दैट मीन्स द ब्लड रिटर्निंग बैक टू द हार्ट का वॉल्यूम कम हो गया because plasma has been leaked there. So all the leaked fluid is collected together as lymph and deposited back into the heart. That means blood और lymph में सबसे बड़ा difference क्या है? Blood is two-way circulation, heart to body, body back to heart. But lymph में it is only body to heart. Right? It is just the lost fluid coming back to the heart. That is called as lymph. Right? And when it is coming back, एकदम short में बता रहा हूँ lymph क्या है, because you've not done complete circulation. that एकदम short में बता रहा हूँ. The details will come with sir only. When the fluid, then the lymph is coming back. At different junctions you have got lymph nodes. Right? अपना periphery मतलब क्या, extremities हो गए. So extremities से जब वापस आ रहा है तो दो main junction होते हैं. Upper extremity का जो main junction है वो है armpit, arms. And जो lower extremity है वो groin है. So groin में you have, and armpit में you have lot of lymph nodes. Lymph nodes के अंदर you have special WBCs, macrophages. So the lymph which is passing through is filtered now. Right? Cleared of all the infection and then the fluid goes ahead. ठीक है? Sometimes these lymph channels get blocked. Elephantiasis, right? Now by means, what is the causative factor of elephantiasis? Filariasis, नाम चाहिए मेरे को. Wuchereria bancrofti, right? Platy or Ascalmenthes? Ascalmenthes. Okay. So heart is a muscular structure situated in the upper part of the body cavity. 3 chambers, 2 atria, 1 ventricle, covered by a membrane called pericardium. Right? Pericardium, of frog especially, gets back some memories. We got the dissection of frog and we were asked to, instructions were given by the teacher, right? You start opening up. So the frog which was given to us, it was caught by the staff, peons, right? And dumped into a big jar of chloroform. So the frogs are knocked out, right? But the overdose of chloroform sometimes kills the frog. Right? So when I opened up, the heart was not beating. Right? अब बाजू में देखा तो उसका heart was beating. I was disappointed. मेरे को मरा हुआ मिला frog. So right now we were just examining everything and then the heart आया तो the man told that इसके ऊपर एक covering है छोटा pericardium. So it is got me, pericardium अपने forceps में आता है कि नहीं? So just got the pericardium. टिचकी मारा. The heart started beating again. Right now, obviously a shock always induces the heart to pump. Right? We do have mechanisms to start the heartbeat again. So pericardium is the covering. You have studied pericardium. हार्ट का स्ट्रक्चर तुम्हारा हुआ नहीं अभी तक यार. पेरिकार्डियम में भी 2 लेयर्स होते हैं. रेस्पिरेशन तो हुआ है ना, तो प्लूरा में 2 लेयर्स किए रहेंगे ना, पैराइटल प्लूरा एंड द विसरल. उसके बीच में पेरिकार्डियल, राइट, प्लूरल फ्लूइड, राइट. यहाँ पे पेरिकार्डियल फ्लूइड रहेगा. A triangular structure called sinus venosus joins the right atrium. Is everybody clear about the sinus venosus? Sinus venosus कैसे बना है? By the vena cava, by the joining of the vena cava, 2 superior, 1 inferior. The ventricle opens into a conus arteriosus on the ventral side. So where is the sinus venosus located? On the dorsal side, पीछे जहां से ब्लड आ रहा है. Where is the conus arterius situated? On the ventral side. Blood from the heart is carried to all parts of the body by arteries. The veins collect blood from different parts of the body to the heart and form the venous system. Special venous connection between liver and intestine, that's the hepatic portal system. राइट. आई एम श्योर सर मस्ट हैव मेंशन व्हाइल डाइजेशन हुआ रहेगा तभी ये पोर्टल सिस्टम को मेंशन किया होगा. राइट. राइट. ये वेन्स का काम क्या है? वेन्स का काम है कि ब्लड कलेक्ट करके सीधा हार्ट में जाना है अपने को. दैट इज द रोल ऑफ द वेन्स. बट वेन्स कमिंग फ्रॉम द स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन, दे विल कलेक्ट योर एब्जॉर्ब द मटेरियल. राइट. एब्जॉर्प्शन करेगा ना वहां से, सारा मटेरियल आएगा वहां से. इट विल पास टू द लिवर एंड देन गो टू द हार्ट. इट इज नॉट गोइंग डायरेक्टली टू द हार्ट, इट विल गो टू द लिवर. सो हेपेटिक वेन जो है वो लिवर से जाएगा एंड देन इट विल रीच द हार्ट. राइट. क्योंकि वहां पर टॉक्सिन्स हैव टू बी क्लियर्ड, यूरिया हैज टू बी मैन्युफैक्चर्ड, वो यूरिया कैरी करके लेके जाना है इसको वहां से. सो दिस detour, right, now this change of path has nothing but the hepatic portal system. So similarly you have a renal portal system also. So even frogs have these two kinds of portal systems. Blood is made up of plasma and cells. Plasma may you have the blood cells are RBCs, WBCs and platelets. RBCs are nucleated. We have non-nucleated RBCs. RBCs are oval, biconvex. We have biconcave RBCs. And contain hemoglobin. Lymph is different from blood. It lacks a few protein RBCs. The blood carries. Okay, ठीक है, it's okay. So I hope the difference in the circulatory system is not. दो points mainly है, एक sinus venosus है और एक conus arterius. ये दो main points है जो different है यहाँ पर. The excretory system. Pair of kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder and cloaca. Kidneys are compact, dark red, bean-like structures situated a little posteriorly in the body cavity on both sides of the vertebral column. वो तो common है. A little posteriorly, not एकदम posterior. ये पॉइंट आया था अपने डिस्कशन में. राइट. अपना किडनी कहाँ है? एकदम डॉर्सल बॉडी वॉल. इट्स फिक्स्ड ऑन द डॉर्सल बॉडी वॉल ऑन आइदर साइड ऑफ द वर्टिब्रल कॉलम. सो व्हेन एवोल्यूशन अकर्ड with respect to the kidneys in the early organisms were located near the ventral body wall and gradually they started shifting behind. So इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं प्रोनेफ्रिक किडनी जो वेंट्रल बॉडी वॉल की तरफ है. इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं मीसोनेफ्रिक किडनी, इसको बोलते हैं मेटानेफ्रिक किडनी. राइट. एक क्वेश्चन था सॉल्विंग में, व्हाट इज अ मेटानेफ्रिक किडनी और वी हैव गॉट अ विच टाइप ऑफ किडनी. ठीक है ना. इसके पहले जो किडनी है बट इट इज नॉट हैविंग अ स्पेसिफिक, उसको आर्कियोनेफ्रिक बोलते हैं. बट सो एकदम वेंट्रल बॉडी वॉल है तो प्रोनेफ्रिक, डॉर्सल बॉडी वॉल है तो मेटानेफ्रिक. सो दिस इज अ एग्जांपल ऑफ अ मीसोनेफ्रिक, अ लिटिल पोस्टीरियर, नॉट एक्चुअली एकदम पोस्टीरियर. राइट. बिकॉज इन लाइन ऑफ एवोल्यूशन ये मैमल से बहुत क्लोज है. Kidney is composed of several structural and functional units called as nephrons. Two ureters emerge from the kidneys in the male frog. Now male frog में if you can see kidney के upper end पे attached is testes. Right? Testes, the role of testes is to produce sperms. Sperms are then transported by means of vasa efferentia. Yes. Small minute tubules are called as vasa efferentia. Human system याद है, reproductive system अभी परसों टेस्ट किया हम लोग ने. राइट ना. efferentia का एक नेटवर्क बनेगा जिसको बोलते हैं रीटे टेस्टिस और रीटे टेस्टिस ओपन होगा इनटू द हेड ऑफ एपिडिडाइमिस. बराबर. सो यहाँ पर the vasa efferentia will carry the sperms to the parts of the kidney. किडनी के अंदर आएगा जहाँ पे बिडस कनाल करके है और वहां से through the ureter it will come down in the cloaca. So the ureter in the male is serving two functions. It is carrying urine also and sperms also. It is the urinogenital duct. But males, humans में it is the urethra which functions like this. Males. But here it is the ureter which is functioning. Right? सब same है करके आगे मत चले जाना. So in humans it is the urethra, males में, which is the urinogenital duct. But here it is the ureter which is acting. In females, the ureters and oviduct open separately into the cloaca. So the cloaca will have a excretory opening and a reproductive opening separately. Right? Human females, we have seen the structure of vestibule. Right? The vagina का opening separate है और urethral opening separate है. The thin-walled urinary bladder is present ventral to the rectum. Rectum के आगे. Ventral to the rectum, which also will open to the cloaca. Yes, sir. Thin-walled. अपना तो thick-walled है. Humans में thick-walled. What is the muscle of the bladder called? Detrusor. And inner lining? Inner lining of bladder? Yes, inner lining. Yug. Transitional epithelium, which allows stretching. The frog excretes urea, thus is ureotelic. The tadpole is ammonotelic. वो aquatic है. The nervous system in frog, right? The endocrine system and the nervous system both are present for coordination. कौन से glands है? Pituitary is there, yes. Thyroid, parathyroid, thymus भी है. Pineal body, pancreatic islets, islets of Langerhans. Adrenal भी है, gonads भी है. सब में, right? Yes, definitely. उसमें जो मेटामॉर्फोसिस होता है, मेटामॉर्फोसिस, my question is there for you. Please raise your hand to answer the question, please. Metamorphosis में, which is the hormone playing an important role in metamorphosis. Please raise your hand to ask the question. Don't answer out of turn. I'll throw it out of the class. आगे के बायो में बैठने नहीं दूंगा मैं फिर. Which is the hormone which is responsible for metamorphosis? Only three. Only three. Arnab? Thyroxine. Excellent. Very good. Right now, so if you cut off the thyroid gland of the frog, right now, so it will stop or delay the process of metamorphosis. उल्टा, जहाँ फ्रॉग का ब्रीडिंग है वहाँ पे आप आयोडीन का सोर्स या फिर कुछ डाल देंगे वहाँ पे ना, तो बहुत फास्ट हो जाएगा उसका प्रोसेस. ठीक है, थायरॉक्सिन का मेजर रोल है उसके अंदर. ओके, नर्वस सिस्टम, CNS, ब्रेन एंड स्पाइनल कॉर्ड, पेरिफेरल नर्वस सिस्टम, क्रेनियल एंड स्पाइनल नर्व्स. ह्यूमंस में 12 and 31 था, यहाँ पे 10 and 10 है. 10 cranial, 10 spinal. Autonomic nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic, right? Again, for control of involuntary organs. Autonomic system is only for control of involuntary organs. Central nervous system, right? You have studied central nervous system, right? ना आप लोगों को क्या पढ़ाने का मुझे, right? Central nervous system made up of forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Forebrain you know is called as prosencephalon. Midbrain is mesencephalon, and this is called as rhombencephalon. The prosencephalon is further divided into rhinencephalon, olfactory lobes, telencephalon, cerebral hemispheres, and a diencephalon. The diencephalon will have three parts. कौन बोला? क्या बोला वापिस दाक्ष? वापिस बोल? हाँ? Thalamus, epithalamus and hypothalamus. Thymus पढ़ा गया तो. Okay, that's why I should repeat. So brain enclosed in a cranium. Brain is divided into forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Forebrain includes olfactory lobes, rhinencephalon. Paired cerebral hemispheres, telencephalon, and an unpaired diencephalon. Right? When we were dissecting, this was the most difficult part. Right? we had to open, because cranium was very soft. It's not as hard as our cranium. So we had to use pliers to open up the cranium and to expose the brain. And the brain was of the consistency of क्या बोलते हैं, curd. अपना जो एकदम थोड़ा एकदम पूरा जमा हुआ दही नहीं का, तो just shake it, तो ऊपर से थोड़ा हिलेगा ना ऐसा. So that was the consistency of the brain. You just make one false move and it would break. And we had 5 marks for that. Right? God bless us. ठीक है. When we were applying for board exams, so my immediate पीछे roll number was a guy called as Gaurav Kamdar. He was a Jain. और सारे lectures dissection के उसने miss किया था और उसको आ गया dissection from brain. तो मैं बोलता अरे भाई मैंने काय नहीं आवडतं. Right? So I had the frog का heart का opening and he had brain का. तो ठीक है, I finished my dissection very fast. तो बोले अरे भाई वो सो करो. So when the examiner was not seeing, we switched places. I did the entire dissection and again we switched places. So the examiner came, they asked questions on your dissection, what is this, so. ठीक है, I answered very nicely. And then she went to him. Theory उसका सब बराबर था, एकदम perfect था theory उसको. तो then madam ने इसके dissection का question इसको पूछूं या आपको पूछूं मैं? Because I saw that you have done the entire dissection for him. मेरा 5 मार्क काट दिया. बहुत हाथ पैर जोड़ा फिर ऐड कर दिया. Right? ठीक है. So basically a lot of dissection of frog, a lot of memories are attached to these dissection things actually. मार दिया फिर उसको मार दिया. Right? ठीक है. The midbrain is characterized by a pair of optic lobes, corpora quadragemina, superior colliculi, inferior colliculi, auditory reflexes and visual reflexes. आपका revision भी हो रहा है nervous का. Hindbrain consists of cerebellum and medulla. The medulla passes out through foramen magnum and continues into the spinal cord, which is enclosed inside the vertebral column. Peripheral artery 10-10 दोनों है, cranial and spinal. Don't worry, no names are there for here, right? Thankfully, autonomic as I told you for control of visceral organs. Easy है एकदम, it's very simple. Sense organs, I told you, eyes and internal ears are well organized structures. They are well organized structures. The rest are all termed as cellular aggregations, collection of cells around the nerve endings. Eyes, they are pair of spherical structures, protruding eyes, globular protruding eyes, situated in the orbit in the skull, and they are simple eyes, possessing only one unit, not 2000. Right? मतलब multiple units functioning as one eye is a compound eye. Ommatidia? Right? So what kind of eyes do we have? We have simple eyes because it's a single unit. External ear is absent in frogs, only tympanum can be seen. The ear is an organ of hearing as well as balancing. Right? Hearing भी है, balancing भी है, मतलब सब आएगा उसमें. ठीक है ना? तुम्हारा vestibule, cochlea, semicircular, right? फिर क्या है तुम्हारा organ of corti, regionals, basal, right? पूरा. Male reproductive system, we highlighted a little bit of the male reproductive system, consists of 2 testes attached to the kidneys, several vasa efferentia and 2 urinogenital ducts. Copulatory organs are lacking. Testes, elongated ovoid, oval shaped structure, light yellow colored bodies attached to the upper part of the kidney. You can clearly see by a double fold of peritoneum called as mesorchium. ये देखो, दिख रहा है mesorchium, please everybody? So double fold of membrane is mesorchium, right? By now you should be knowing that any term which is related, now obviously you know if it is related to the heart you call it cardiac, अगर lung से related तो pulmonary, kidney से related तो renal, so testes से related तो the word orchi, O-R-C-H-I, right? It should immediately think कि कुछ तो testes से related है, right? For example, removal of testes, layman term में क्या बोलते हैं? Castration, लेकिन properly क्या बोलते हैं? Orchidectomy. Orchidectomy, कुछ याद आ रहा है? Failure of testes to descend, cryptorchidism. Cryptorchidism, first lecture. Okay, reminding you in the last lecture. ठीक है? So mesorchium is the double fold membrane. Each testis is a compact mass of nothing but coiled seminiferous tubules. Vasa efferentia connecting the testes to the kidney. They enter the kidney on their side and open into the Bidder's canal. Bidder's canal. So connection between the testes and the kidney is called as the Bidder's canal. 2017 was the only year that they have asked a question on frog. Two questions, एक छोड़ के दो. One from reproductive system, one from circulatory system. Right? Circulatory system can be excused कि इतना similarity humans के साथ में तो वो आंसर हो जाएगा. But ये Bidder's canal वाला क्वेश्चन था. In 2017 they had placed a question on Bidder's canal, right? And they didn't accept the challenge also. It was not from the NCERT because NCERT syllabus mandates only cockroach, not earthworm and frog. Finally, communicating with the urinogenital duct. In the male, the duct is urinary as well as a sperm duct. It runs posteriorly, opens in the cloaca. Cloaca is a small median chamber used to pass, number one, fecal matter, that is digestive opening. Urine and sperms is excretory opening and the reproductive opening. So three systems having a common opening termed as cloaca. Female reproductive system having ovaries and oviduct. Right? One difference between the male and the female system is testes are attached to the kidneys. But यहाँ पर the ovaries are near the kidneys, but there is no physical attachment. No mesorchium-like structure is present here. Can you see the small black dottish-like structures inside the ovary? These are nothing but ova in different stages of development. वही तुम्हारा Graafian follicle types. Primary से secondary, secondary से Graafian, adult and all that stuff. Finally, the ova are released in the body cavity. Ova will be released in the body cavity and they will be taken through the oviduct now. The two structures which you see on the lateral sides are the oviducts. Now oviduct से नीचे आएंगे. Cloaca में enter करने के पहले can you see oviduct is a little swollen here? This part is known as ovisac. Mentioned in the text but not mentioned in the diagram. So please make a note here. Text में mention किया लेकिन diagram में mention नहीं है. Ovisac. So ovaries are paired, irregular shaped, lobulated structures located near the kidney but no connection to the kidney. No physical attachment to the kidney. Contains innumerable dark round ova in different stages of development. When ripe, क्या बकवास लोगे, when mature लिखना चाहिए. अबे क्या आम है क्या? When ripe. Disgusting language they use here. When mature, the ova are shed into the body cavity from where they move into the oviducts. Oviducts are paired, long, wide, glandular, coiled tubes lying on either side of the body cavity. The posterior end of the ducts are broad. This is the broad part of the posterior end, called as ovisac, which open dorsally into the cloaca. Cloaca में पीछे की तरफ खुलते हैं वो. Dorsally into the cloaca. Eggs are temporarily stored in the ovisac. A mature female frog can lay up to 2,500 to 3,000 ova at a time. I told you fertilization is external. External fertilization होगा उसके अंदर. Yes ma'am. Development कैसा होगा? Direct या indirect madam? Please. of the development will be direct or indirect, ma'am? Quiet please. We learned animalia, na? Direct, indirect. What is the difference between that, madam? मतलब क्या? थोड़ा खड़े के आंसर करो बेटा प्लीज. Yes ma'am. What do you mean by indirect development? Your answer is correct. Indirect. आंसर तो यहाँ सुन के मिल जाता है. What's the difference between direct and indirect development? क्या बुला रहे हैं? Yes ma'am. Direct or indirect? आपसे पूछ रहा मैडम मैं. आपके पीछे. मैडम आपसे पूछ. She is lost somewhere. Direct, indirect. Indirect. What is indirect? Yes ma'am, please. Yes, when there is an intervening larval stage. देखा मैंने वो नीचे वाला. Intervening larval stage. That is when it is a indirect stage. Better or not, please. Done. System is over. Sorry, portion is over.